Pura vida, YA. It's Neen from Gabarito, Costa Rica, coming at you with your Bible focus from Mark chapters 12 and 11. And I'm focusing in today in chapter 12. And this is Tuesday of Holy Week, leading up to Jesus' crucifixion. And he's teaching in the temple. And the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the Herodians and the scribes, they are trying to come at Jesus with all of these questions. And they're asking him about taxes, they're asking him about the resurrection, they're asking him about all sorts of things, and he keeps giving these really great answers, and he keeps stumping him. And so, down towards the middle of the chapter, a scribe comes up to him, and sometimes a scribe is another word for an attorney in the Bible, a lawyer. So this guy, he's been listening to Jesus talk to these other people, and he saw how Jesus was answering him, and he was very interested. And so, being a lawyer, this guy knew the law, and so he goes to Jesus with his question, and he seems to be a bit more humble than the others who are asking him questions. And he said, "Teacher, what is the greatest of the commandments?" Referring to the 10 Commandments. And Jesus says, he quotes what's called the Shema, "The Lord our God, He is one. You're to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and all your strength. And the second is like it. You're to love your neighbor as yourself." And this guy says, "Teacher, you have answered well. Like, that was a really good answer." And Jesus is like, "Yeah, I know." I mean, Jesus didn't actually say that. But anyway, he said, "You're right." He said, "To love God is more than all of the sacrifices and offerings." And Jesus said, "You are not far from the kingdom of heaven." And so what this guy seemed to understand was that you could do all of these good things. You could be going to church, you can be leading a Bible study, you can be on the worship team, you can be serving in the community, you could maybe be a leader at young adults, right? But if your heart is not spending time with the Lord, loving Him with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength, and truly loving others, none of the sacrifices, none of what you're doing for God really matters. And so when Jesus said to him, "You're not far from the kingdom of heaven," it made me think, this guy, he was onto it, he was starting to understand, but he wasn't quite there. His heart maybe was not quite there. And what I would challenge you guys to do today is just to examine your heart, especially in these 40 days leading up to Easter. If you're participating in Lent or something like that, make sure that if there is something that you're giving up, something you're sacrificing or fasting for Lent, remember the purpose behind it. The purpose is to give something up to grow closer to God, to spend more time in prayer and the Word, and to fix your attention more on Jesus and what He's done for you. So that's it for today. So read all of Mark chapters 12 and 13 and hide it in your heart.